Good morning, Mr. Roy.
Good morning. Good morning.
Love it when y'all show up. We're already in a trade. Already made a trade. Took a L. Was trying to hold this level up here. Did not hold this level up here. So we decided to get in short on this 200 break here. We've taken some heat on it. I think Roy, you still in the same position with me,
Still
or
in
you
it?
get
Yep.
stopped?
No,
Okay.
no, I'm still in it.
So we're seeing. Here's your low this morning. You got orders actually below that. So you got orders sitting at 37.50, 36.25, and down to 30.32. So you do have a few orders sitting up at 50 and 51.25. CVD is about 1600 positive. So the VIX is popping a little bit. 1623 and still down on the day, but it is trending to the upside. So see if this can continue. We typically get a little pop here, so it is what it is. Go through our trading stuff here. Not much today unless you're crude. You do have bar testifies at 9, so I didn't know. I thought that said speaks, but he testifies at 9, so that could be interesting. You got Cook and Bowman speaking later this morning, and of course, what everybody's keeping an eye on. You got NVDA earnings this afternoon. I read a thing yesterday. I guess everybody's expecting a huge beat and some probably outlandish guidance. I don't know if they can put that guidance on there what people are looking for. So it definitely could fade on that. I'm not saying go short, not saying go long. I'm just saying that there is a lot of expectations for this guidance to be really strong. So going into Thursday would be the last day we're with you guys. You got a lot of French stuff coming out in the morning early. You do have jobless claims coming out. That's the big ones here. So you want to watch that. You got Hammock speaking at 7:45. You got his Dixie home sales, which could actually the home sales actually moved the market the other day, so might be something to keep an eye on. You got some Kansas City Fed manufacturing stuff coming out. Your girl's going to speak in, and you have the lunch. You have the 10-year coming out, which is actually this will probably move the market. And then into Friday, you got some UK stuff, and you have PMI coming out. So University of Michigan sentiment coming out. These are movers. So you'll want to keep an eye on that stuff, but probably won't be doing a whole lot on Friday. I'm actually will be traveling Friday at some point, so won't be going crazy there. So that's kind of what we're looking at as far as any data coming out this week. See this zone we had drawn the other night. Got out of it, but it came right back into it. It's like that zone all night long. So it's one kind of another reason why we took a short here. We broke out of this zone. Could see it come all the way down. Could actually see it come all the way down to here if it runs, but we are 8:05, so there's no telling. We're probably fixing to get a pop, so it might be best just to go on and not do much here. Uh, these are combines. I did take a little L in my XFAs today. We had to stop so we can get this right back. I'm not worried about this. That one was down 2,000, 2,100 yesterday, and we finished 200 green, so we can work that back. Just give us a direction, and we're good to go. So that's kind of caught up on my end this morning, Roy.
Yeah, so on my end, let's take a look at some of the let's start with the earnings. We'll switch it up a bit. So this morning we had Neo and Target reporting. So let's go ahead and take a look at them. So Target, TGT, oof. Big down. So down 17% on their earnings, $129. Where does that fall on a yearly chart? That would be holy cow. That would bring us all the way back to last November. It's been this low. So Target with a huge miss, huge drop. We'll see how that kind of ripples throughout the market today. Neo some retail traders dropped 5%. Again, not a good look for the China names right now. So let's go take a look at Mag 7 as we go into more of a short-term chart. Mag 7, we've got Apple basically flat. It was up, and it's kind of dropping with the market as we've kind of seen, as Monty's kind of hint on. NVIDIA's big day is today. It was roaring yesterday, up almost 5%. Today, it's building upon that, up almost 0.5%. There is euphoria surrounding this name. So if they don't deliver, like Monty said, you could get a move down. However, if they do deliver, I'm not sure you'll get much of a move up from them, but the rest of the market AI names could see a boost. So all eyes are on NVIDIA. Go ahead.
If you want to play NVIDIA, play AMD. Look at AMD. AMD's probably set up the best.
Yeah.
It's taking a beating. So if you think that NVIDIA is going to beat, AMD would be the one I would look at. Is take a chance on some loans. That's, once again, not financial advice, but it's kind of what I would do if that was me.
Yeah, the contracts aren't going to be as juiced and all that fun stuff. So,
Yep.
I definitely agree. If you have it in you to want to play the earnings, look for some proxy names. AMD is one of them. There are some others, but do your own research. Make sure you feel comfortable with your risk. Best approach is always be on the sidelines, play the reaction. But that is not everybody's game. Microsoft is green.
You could have a good IB flush. So if you don't know what IB flush is, go follow NASA the Frogman on Twitter. He has some videos that he's the man that invented the IB flush. So go to the source and learn from the source is my suggestion.
Yeah, he does a good job of describing it in his YouTube videos.
Yep.
Microsoft, excuse me, a little indigestion. Moving up on a couple of news. So one is that they're a major buyer of NVIDIA's Blackwell chips. And then two, they are rumored to be buying some Bitcoin. So keep an eye on Microsoft as Bitcoin moves up and as NVIDIA reports today. Google slightly down, basically flat. Google had a good day yesterday, up 1.61%. See if it can continue its momentum. Amazon slightly down 0.5%. However, it yesterday kind of got all the way down below 200 and really saw some support there as the whole market rallied. But it was pretty notable that Amazon got back that 200 and then just kind of ripped up from there. So Amazon's had some negative news over the last week or so regarding labor unions and things like that. So maybe all that is now priced in and back up it can climb. Meta had a good day as well yesterday, up 7%. Good morning, Cashier. Good morning, Howie, as well. The move up on Meta yesterday was strong. It was good, kind of reversal, up 1%. Now it's climbing another 0.5% today, so we'll keep an eye on them. Tesla, the wild pony, it again dropped 330 yesterday, roared back up to almost 3. It did hit 345, and now is holding above that, so it closed at 346. Slightly down today, but again, an impressive move. Coin, crypto's hot, so coin continues its run up. It's at 333. Just an impressive move on coin constantly. AMD is falling this morning, slightly down 0.24%. Did not have as big of a rally as the other names. As you can look at the chart yesterday, it just chop, exploded up, and then kind of came right back down. So AMD will be an interesting name today just by proxy, given the NVIDIA news. Bitcoin, what a story, what a move, new all-time highs. 94,600. Looks like 100,000 is in sight. Yeah, big news out of MicroStrategy today of them continually basically getting as much cash as they can to buy more Bitcoin is basically their strategy. So they they go up when the price of Bitcoin goes up. So they sell stock, which then makes the stock go down. And then they use that money to buy Bitcoin, which makes the stock go up, which makes Bitcoin go up. It's a pretty interesting cycle they're going through right now. They are clearly all in on Bitcoin. So we'll keep an eye on that. Solana, look at this. The last 10 minutes, pushing up back over 241. Kind of an inverse head and shoulder here looking pattern on the last 5 minutes. So if you're into Solana, switching over to now more fundamental stuff. TNX has had an interesting ride, Monty, as we look over the last few days. Gap up, come down, gap down, come up, gap up again. So, I mean, it is basically averaging out around this 440 range, but keeping an eye on TNX as we approach the end of the year. Dixie's just rampaging. The dollar continues to move higher, stronger. 106.62. It's loved the election results. It's loved a lot of things, but normally the dollar is a negative for the market, but it's so far been a nice positive for it. So we'll keep an eye on that. Let's go BKKT, which had that big news the other day, is holding its gains at 30. DJT kind of came back a little bit, but still holding really good at 30 here in pre-market. So we'll see if it can hold that. Gold. Let's take a look at the longer time frame on gold. As you can see, our uptrend that we had mentioned yesterday is still intact. It's still just ticking on up. So I expect gold to continue to tick on up given the international news that we've heard over the last few days to keep updating. And looks like your trade is working out, Monty. Our trade, actually.
Yeah, we need to.
I think I may let
VIX,
this one go.
if you see VIX,
Yeah,
a nice pop on VIX. You're zoomed out, so the pop doesn't look as good. There you go. Zoom in, make the pop look better.
I get you. I'll make it look good.
There you go.
I do this on Snapchat all the time. So
it's pretty strong move there on the VIX. So
yeah,
I'm gonna watch the 30, 59, 39, 59, 38, 75 area. It's what it's got to break to get the move all the way down that I want to see. So we have moved our stops to break even. So no matter what happens, we lose fees on this. Actually, we're going to move it. Let's cover fees. How about that? There, those fees are covered.
Your 5-day moving average is 59.34. This actually came into play yesterday as the market just kind of ticked its way all the way up there. So was an interesting move for sure.
One of these days, you're going to stop mentioning that fake indicator. That means zero. I can draw a 4-day. I'm going to start using the 4-day. That's it. I'm using the 4-day.
We got you can use that next week. It's holiday week. We got about 15 minutes before the market opens. So this is kind of that golden moment where you do see a little bit of a pop. So we'll see if that translates here. I don't know though. Looks pretty weak.
Yeah, I mean we're getting a halfway decent move here, but VIX is at its close yesterday at 1634. So
yeah,
see if it can break above that.
And I guess you got technically a candle by candle here.
You definitely could for sure. Candle. One thing that worries me about this, we've talked about this before, going into open.
Right.
But we could get a major dump at open too. So we shall see.
Like you said, a lot of euphoria around that NVDA. So
yeah,
be interesting to see everybody's risk tolerance on it.
CBD's climbing, and CBD was holding 1600, so it's up to 1800 now on this move up, which is kind of what you thought you would see. like you said, the question is now, do they keep running it up, or is this a short-lived? If you look at this last red candle, I mean, just look at the red candles. If you want to go to my chart, look at volume. Yeah. You don't see the volume. Where's your volume coming in at? It's your sellers coming in, pushing it down every time. So just looking at this, even though we have trended up, it seems like that the sellers are in control. They just kind of letting it pop up and they're selling it back down. So we shall see what they can do here. Once we get to open, anything is possible. Anything is possible. Yesterday, did we get the pump yesterday or no? We did not get the pump yesterday, did we?
Yeah. Yep. In the open? No. Well,
actually, we did. Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah. It was.
We had all that Russian news yesterday too. So just to look at yesterday's open is not indicative of anything. This is an ugly candle though. So far, if I can continue it ugly. Did you go on something else short on the candle by candle there, or are you already still holding your short?
Yeah, I closed the short for a small win, or for a nice win, and then I re-entered on that candle by candle.
Gotcha. Oh, I forgot you played 3 ticks.
I think this one I got.
I think that was discussed too,
about point and a half. Oh, I know. I found a bunch of memes of like people putting on a straight face and then an angry thought bubble image. It just reminded me.
I can't be straight, so it's not really. I don't hold a lot back when you. Led is our witness. Led's been around. He can see I don't hold much back. And it doesn't change whether we're in person or we're over a stream.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just a chill guy,
VIX is popping 1642. It is up 0.5% now. It was down. What? It was down like 2% or something at one point this morning.
Yeah.
It's worked its way all the way back up, and to the green side even. I mean, we've got VIX has probably about 10 more cents till it hits its orb low of yesterday. CBD is still holding 1600. I mean, 1600 is like this little wall right there. So,
yeah.
Okay, I've created your note. It's called, 1,600 is like a little hole right there. So,
thank you, Siri.
Go ahead, look at that.
Didn't really want to create a note there, but by gosh, we got one. Let's see. So there's your VIX to kind of give you what's happening to VIX. There's your close yesterday in the pot, and there's your
low
there. I mean, your orb low from yesterday. Oh, what was that?
Oh, I know. That just, you went to VIX and there was a big old candle that popped up.
We are going to guarantee a winning trade now on that one. Roy, just so you know, I did take this on the other side too, so we're going to I'll get out there. We're just going to get even. If we can get even, we'll get even. If it drops, it drops. We're happy either way. That was an ugly drop. And VIX popped all the way up to its orb low. We're going to actually put this at this low now. I don't care if you take me out. You do what you got to do. We will re-enter you bad boys, but I would much rather start the morning green. Holy crap. So there is 1,500 per on the over here. I forgot to put a take profit in. So
down it goes. It's a now it's gonna open right at that fake indicator, maybe. We have tested it. Now we'll see if there's any buyers at that moment.
So yeah, that was wow. Okay, how's everybody else doing this morning? To look at VIX, kind of give you indication where VIX is. It popped into that order too, 1660. So this is a strong move.
Yeah, look at that volume. Holy mackerel.
If we could somehow hit this, actually pass this combine. So we're guaranteed $1,000 in this trade. So catch everybody tomorrow. Actually, this is the one. So got to hit it in this one will pass. Or be right at it. Let's see. Move it a tad bit. I think that'll pass it. We need 350 more. Oh, we don't need near as much as I thought. Yeah, we're good. 1,800, we'll get it. We're gonna leave it there for now.
You're
I do not recommend this. Didn't even look, just shorted. Wait for same here. It's gonna take us out here for $1,000. I'm perfectly happy with that. We will wait and see if we can get a direction. So very good start to the morning now.
Oh yeah. It'll be interesting to see this wick, how it handles the morning.
Yeah, we've got 6 minutes to open here. So half 3 seconds later, that stops at 10 points and then Q and boom. Yeah. Ukraine fired something towards Russia. Well, let's just look and see what it is. Seeing a whole bunch of Hezbollah news. Israel Hezbollah. If there's no option but to veto resolution, it stays as is. Hezbollah chief, the group has received U.S. ceasefire proposal and made comments that were shared with U.S. envoy. Lebanon's Hezbollah chief Qasim, we're letting ceasefire talk continue to see if they will produce results or not. Israel should not be allowed to breach Lebanon's sovereignty to enter and kill as it pleases. There's no guarantee on an immediate ceasefire. Western official comments on first use of storm shadows in Russia. I don't know what a storm shadow is, but
wow, no clue.
It's going to bounce off the 475-day MA, just so you know, because we just make random days up, and that's what works.
It's not a exact science, but
it's not a science at all.
It carries weight, man. I mean, just saying.
All right, folks. Here's a little Monty's thought for the day. Don't add the 5-day to your charts. Keep your chart simple. There's too much on here now, but please don't add the 5-day.
Where is the 20-day for more approved money is 59.02.
Well, the 20-day, at least you're looking at a month.
Yeah, it's a month average.
And your 5-day, yes, you can call it a week, but I can also say the 6-day or the 7-day or the 2-day or the whatever day. I mean, we get to a point where we're just making up days that we want to use. Just so everybody knows. That's my 2 cents on it. And I never look at the 5-day, and I think I do pretty decent. So
no, yeah, I mean, look, it's lovely when your lines and your zones do align with that one for me. It's like a fresh chicken tender.
Not one that's overcooked.
Exactly. Oh, I was hoping we'd
Well,
have some
we have-
downtime free market so I could talk about this crypto, but I guess I can't, man. It's just been too exciting on the
you
regular
start talking
market.
crypto, I'm gonna take a break. Just so everybody knows when everybody's coming.
Crypto's coming.
Ukraine fires UK Storm Shadow. So the Storm Shadow missile, that's what they're talking about. So I guess we gave them the Storm Shadow. Is that where we're going with this?
It's 1 + 1
And
equals
look, put
2, I guess.
your political bias aside. You cannot look at this and say that we're not trying to start World War III.
There is the timing of this is not good, as I mentioned yesterday.
I just don't understand the thought process this late in the game. We're like, you know what? We hadn't let you do it, but you know what? Fire those missiles. Use all our missiles.
Right.
This is key here. And also there's indicators work along with LTA if enough people follow. That's the thing. Your algos have to follow to make sure that's what you're looking for. If algos are using it, the only predictive indicator are levels and all others are lagging. Absolutely 100% accurate. I could not have said it better myself, so we let Howie say it for us. Any indicator you're looking at besides even zones, we wouldn't call these lagging because they're kind of predicting what could happen. But you look at the VWAP, you look at the 200 or any of these EMAs, what are they based on? They're based off previous candles. So they're lagging. So when you see it coming down, like this was going sideways, then it drops. Well, it coincides the drop with the drop in the market afterwards, right? You get the drop in the market, then we get the drop in this. So it's lagging behind. The best thing to trade and learn how to trade is to, in my opinion, is to draw your levels, pay attention to your levels. You can draw these levels by supply and demand zone, fib levels. You've got all these different ways you can draw these levels. But the main key is you got to figure out what are the algos using that day. So some days the algos will be set on VWAP or EMAs, or it could even be a 5-day moving average, right? It just depends on where they have that algo set at. So if you can figure out, I've traded fibs, and I think Roy remembers back, I think it was last year. So it seemed like every day the fibs was changing on what time frame fibs they were actually trading. The algo was set up on. We had 5 minutes. I think we went up to what, an hour. Hour was it, and it's open, and we're getting a pop period open. So I'll get off my soapbox, but it's all about figuring out what the algos are using, and we use that to our advantage. We lost Roy.
Oh.
Well, he just lost his camera. What are you doing there, Roy?
I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I'm nudging the camera power.
You're not blurred anymore either, just so you know.
No. Let me stop my camera then.
I saw your dresser.
That's a mess, isn't
it? Looks like mine, probably.
All right.
CVD's dropping here, so we got our pop. A little surprising here. MOO came out, so S&P 500 is plus 145 million. Saw this pop here, right? NASDAQ was plus 5 million. Dow was plus 34. Max 7 was plus 5. So now we wait for a trend to come up, and you're still not. I don't know what you're doing there. Well, I see is it doing what mine was doing the other day where it won't let you do it? So you're gonna have to close Chrome and then open it back up. So he might have to pop off for a second to get his stuff fixed.
Yeah, I'll pop off. I'll be right back.
So you can see we got to move down, move up, move down. Now we're coming back. We rejected that 8 a minute ago. So we're sitting here going to play it by ear and see kind of what what trend it gives us. We're in no hurry to get back into something here. So just kind of wait. We're at the 8 now. And like I said, we're looking where algos, we're trying to figure out where the algos are trading today. So are they trading off EMAs? Are they trading off that? Yeah, NVDA is, let's look at NVDA. Ooh, that is an ugly candle on NVDA. You see, we have a long way to go. You broke this level here. You got it here. You can see these, you're looking at these higher highs. I mean, higher lows, sorry. And it broke this one. So we are creating a lower low now on the video. So, and then we got this low here. And that's where it held so far. So you would look for that break. If you're playing the video, any stuff, just kind of look for these. This is how simple it is to draw levels. It's not rocket science. And I bet when we come back, if it comes back, you'll see it stop at levels. So, but that is a good one. CBD has gone to basically zero right now, which has been up 1,600 or so all morning. 31.25 is a spot to watch here. So you can see we still have some levels from another day. We'll probably clear these out. Depends on where we close today. If we close above it or something, we'll probably clear these out and redraw our levels. I do like to refresh levels every once in a while. So about once every week, every other week or so. I won't do it every day, but you need to come in and refresh your levels because there's different levels in here that could play out now. So
here's your tide pushing higher on calls, which is interesting. So the appetite for buying the dip is still present in the market, at least in the options game. However, in SPY holdings, you're seeing puts rise very, very early, but just kind of an interesting note for the general market tide. Looks like we're battling that indicator. Oh my goodness, what's going on? Like my camera keeps bugging out, man. Yeah. No bueno.
Yeah, at least we can hear you. That's a good. Oh, you came in and out. You're coming in and out. We don't have to. Just if you want.
We're good.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
All right. You know, things have been going too smooth lately.
Yeah, this is all your setup. So it's all your stuff. User error. I gotta give him a hard time. Here comes the break. What we was looking for the break here. We should have held the very first. Should never close our short. But we'd be funded now. And Roy just went out again. So I'm going to leave you. I'm gonna leave your mic on. Well, I don't know what to tell you here, buddy. NVIDIA with that break below there, our simple little charts we draw out for you. That took, you guys see it, literally took 2 seconds to draw this thing out. So there's your break on that. Let's go back to the VIX. Wow, VIX is popping. We had a gap, popped up and then gap back down and popped right back up. So
we changed we changed USB outlets. Let's see if that works better.
So now we got this break. You would love for it to hold below here and then get a retest and a rejection for another entry. We're not going to chase it here because it came down and hit this zone and it's bounced off the zone. It doesn't mean it's not going to break through that zone. 22, ooh, there it goes. We might not get the retest I want to get.
That's nasty.
It is very nasty right now.
Interestingly enough, look at tide. I mean, general market tide has calls rising and puts falling. Your SPY holdings though are showing what the market is showing. So keep that in mind. It's wow.
Yeah, CVD is negative 3,000 now. So you've got some mojo on this move, boys and girls. Some mojo on this move. If y'all remember correctly, just a minute ago, it was at 0. Back when we were making this count, we were 0. So we're negative 3,000 holding. CVD, VIX is going for the 17 break. Look at that.
Look at that. Wow.
This is where you hate not chasing right here.
I agree, but can't chase it.
Now what we got to do is we got to figure out a spot where we can get an entry in if we get anything. VIX is up 4%, by the way. Now, when me and Roy got on this morning, started our pre-steam, VIX was like negative 3%.
Yeah.
That is a huge move.
Seems so long ago. We're at 59.40, and I had a working camera.
Yep.
Well, kind of put things in perspective, though. We are just back to around 11 a.m., 10 a.m. yesterday. So it is a big drop. It is a 30-point drop, of course, but you are still within a 24-hour range. So there is levels to be had, and we just got to find some consolidation. It's got to find its kind of happy zone, and we can take it from there.
Yeah, watch this white line here, 1650. You can see it was resistance. Look right here, was perfect support, bounced hard off of it last time. So this is one of those, if it breaks this, I'm going to try to scalp real quick and get a few points on a drop if it does break it. Don't try this at home, boys and girls. This is definitely not the same way to do things.
It's hard not to hold those shorts, man. When that move comes down, you just want to protect. But man,
here we go. We're gonna get this break already. Lord have mercy.
Wow, so weak. Wow.
We got a little pop on the VIX here, so I'm gonna wait a second before I actually just take a look.
You're getting calls dropping now in general market. Puts are rising. Put volume's taken over in general market. Holdings, of course, have kind of pushed further into the put side. So, not sure. This is a bit of a lagging indicator today on the flow, but it looks like it wants to beeline to that 20-day moving average 5,900, which we could just ping pong between those. We shall see, though.
DVD is okay. So we're gonna see if we can get in here. Oh, one tick away, boys and girls. One tick away. I put an order in at 1875. Should have put it 1850.
That is one hellacious orb forming right now.
Yeah, it is. It's not pretty either.
25-point orb.
You only need need that much. Right on this next line here. So that coincidence? I think not. Let's see if we can get a push down here. CVD is 42, negative 42. It's kind of chilled out though. It's been dropped. Well, I say that and then it goes negative 45 real quick. So we'll see what happens here. We could get this pushed down to get me these. Oh, you dirty dog, you. I'm going to cancel that order. We'll look back. We're going to actually give it a little bit of room here to run. To pop back up and then reject back down. because it could come all the way back up to this 22 level here. According to book, just looking at book maps, glancing over. Well, they just moved those orders down, so scratch that. And they just put them back up, so bring it back. We're playing that game again where we're dropping orders in and out of book map.
Mhm.
And look, guys, this was a chase, but we're trying to scout, trying to get a few points here. We're looking for 5 points on this move. If we can get 5 points, would be fantastic. Might not get it, might come back and stop us out. But we gave it room to play with here if it wants to pop up and go back down. I'm not liking this candle down here. It's giving some fight down here, which is kind of expected. You see this whole area right here. You can see that's played a big role as being support and resistance. Same thing right here. So it's not surprising that we are struggling a little bit at this area. Not seeing any news come out, anything different. So
No, you do have that
Like
testimony in 15 minutes. So
do what now?
you do have that testimony in 15 minutes.
Yeah, I'm not as worried about when it starts.
Right.
Question is, I'm sure he'll give a statement first, I'm assuming, and then he'll be asked a bunch of dumb questions that make absolute
Questions.
sense.
So, if you ever want to lose faith in your government, watch one of these testimony hearings. They are just brutal.
Did you see Ben Carson the other day?
No, I didn't.
I have never seen somebody just look at people with just the disdain he was looking at AOC at. She was asking questions. He's sitting there with his head like bent over like this. He's like, and every question I'd be like, wow. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
You could tell he wanted to be anywhere but there. And then this one lady came up and said, "Do you know what this is?" And he looked, he's like, "Nah, I mean, it means this." She's like, "No, you're wrong. This actually was my job." And he's like, "Okay, so you're one of the people I actually hired to do this job. I don't need to know it." And she was just so mad at him, and he just had the "I just don't care" attitude, like, "Get me out of here."
Yeah. It's kind of a clown show, to be honest.
Well, he said every time he said, "Well, I like to handle that case by case." Well, if you want to handle that case, shouldn't you handle everything by case by case? He's like, "Yeah, that's why we have caseworkers." You can't make this up. And they're trying to get him, and he just could care less. It was.
That's what I hate about those things is it's the questions that get asked are always gotcha, or they just use their 5 minutes to just rant about something unrelated and then ask them one related question at the end.
AOC went through this whole thing. She had 5 minutes. She went through her whole 5 minutes to add some kind of. I want to add this as evidence, and they get through, and I was watching the guy talk about it, and the guy was like, "I still have no clue what she added to evidence and what we're doing, like why this matters."
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking about here? Ooh, CBD just popped 4,800, negative 4,800. I feel like we're fixing to get a move down.
Calls have recovered. Yeah. I mean, this is pretty strange options. I mean, it is not coinciding with the move, which is. Oh, we kind of had this yesterday, right?
5907 seems to be the spot they are targeting. 5910, 5907 on book map. So watch those levels if we can get down there. And Roy, it could be it's negative 5,200 now. You could see this move down to this level here and then recovery all the way back up. So be careful. This is not just a short day. And it could do it actually here. Still holding negative 5,000.
Well, we're getting those wicks. Remember, those wicks have been really important the last few days.
Yeah, you just had a bunch of orders pop in at 15 right below here that popped this up.
Yeah, you're getting these wicks, and
if you're seeing these orders, You see these orders pop in and out. That's the one they threw in there to stop it a second ago. When it started moving up, they threw those to keep it moving. So
flow is going. I mean, it is going up. Calls are rising. Call volume is taking over.
look. I'm more worried about
holdings.
It's coming
so the
back
holdings,
a little bit.
So they're coming back. You got puts dropping. You got calls
slightly
rising.
Holdings is what controls this. This is what this is off of is holding. So
yes. So general market though, they are very bullish on this. Or they're buying the dip.
Two shits about general market. I'm worried about holdings.
Well, holdings. They both work. They both work. So especially when they're in lockstep, right? Right now they're not in lockstep. So you are getting some weakness in the puts on the holdings. However, it is still above the zero line. Calls are getting traction. So your put volume is starting to shrink as your call volume's coming in. And I think that's what you're seeing coincided with this move up.
To your NVDA pop, your VIX pop. You're on my channel.
Oh, let me get you. Gotcha.
So your VIX pop has come back into the orb. NVIDIA and its bottom, its pop looks just like the ES chart pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, we kind of missed a little high right here that you can see it's struggling at. So you could draw not only could you draw your stuff there, you could actually draw it all here. If you want to get a little more technical with it, give you some more levels to look at. And you can see we came right down to this level here and then bounced off of it. So
getting an indecision candle.
Do what?
Getting an indecision candle here. Looked like a bullish one.
We shall see. We shall see. Guys, we look good. It looks a little, my screen looks blurry on the StreamYard. Does it look blurry to y'all on the YouTube? Just want to make sure. Last time I looked, it didn't, but I hadn't taken my break and looked yet. Even though we are getting close to time to do that. We're in a trade though, so we're not worried much about it. Let's see here. CVD's come back to negative 44. Thank you, Dicker.
That's not bad.
We're at 1250 and below to 10. You got a lot of orders all the way down to 5907. The thing that kind of worries me if you're looking at book mount 59, once 5907, if it does go down there, there's nothing below there. So either a couple things. There's obviously there's orders there, but it's not like big orders, right?
Right.
You see, you got single digits all the way down to, of course, 5,900. You got those iceberg orders sitting in here. And if anybody wants to see what an iceberg order looks like, this is what it looks like. But you can see you don't really have any volume down there. So if it was to break down, you would see they're searching for a buyer. So you would look for orders to pop in somewhere, or it would take it all the way down to here before it had a chance to reverse. If it was to go down that low. Now, it's got a lot to go through to get that low, but CBD just popped back to negative 5,500. So just that quick. It doesn't take long.
Yeah, your puts those are your holdings. I'll start with the puts are rising, calls are rising, but puts got some momentum again. Your general market tide has calls still rising, but puts are also rising with call volume shrinking. So there's that.
Yeah.
These wicks, though, man, CBD it's holding that orb low. The orb low is, sorry to cut you off, 59.1350. Low a day, of course.
CBD is at negative 5,900. Looks like it's fixing to go to. If it hits negative 6,000, we should get a decent move. But it's kind of back to 5,800 now. This is all negative numbers, by the way. Nothing positive in it. Yeah, you're right. The wicks are they telling a story again today, or is this trying to weed out? We've been seeing, if you notice yesterday, what did we get yesterday? So you get a move once we got to open. Let's get to open. So you get a move, and then let's put this back to auto. And then you see a consolidation, and you see a pop, and a consolidation, and a pop. So we're getting the opposite today, where we get a drop, consolidation, and a drop. And that's kind of what we need to look for. This is a decent pop here. This is actually a pretty good one. You got orders sitting at, let's look, these 59.14 orders. Let's just go up. These 24. This cluster here, this is what to watch. This cluster right here. This is when they're moving. This seems to be the order cluster that's moving the market. If you're looking for which way, these are too spread and not doing much with it now. These are pretty much staying together and moving up and down. So here's your algos playing games with the market here. And I say playing games. Do I think the market is rigged? Absolutely, the market's rigged. The market's rigged against everybody every day, but we know this going in, so it's not that big of a deal, right? If we can figure out which way they're trying to move it. If you say the market's not rigged, then you don't know. Oh shit! 59.15. They put 1,000 orders sitting there. Those are new. Those are new. Somebody wants out at this level, wants in at this level, or these are spoof orders that's going to go away if we get close to it. So let's watch and see. We watch together. We are about 2 points away from it right now. You see some, they brought some more orders in there with it. See if they take them away once we get closer, if we get closer. That is a huge, huge order block sitting there, though.
Mm-hmm.
Question is, how many is that? How many different orders is that sitting in there? Different people. Is that one firm going 1,000 orders in there? If it is, that means it's more of a level they want to get in at. Because technically it's illegal to spoof orders, just so everybody knows that. Even though we see it every day, it is illegal to spoof orders. And if you're going to spoof orders, you're not spoofing 1,000 because that's too obvious. And they ate them up. That was a sell. That was stop loss. That was stop loss. That was a stop loss. Yeah. There was your stop loss, folks. Now, how far did it come back up? They went down and took those orders out. I mean, usually you see it hit a level like that. It's boom, boom, boom. It went down. Somebody bought all 1,000 of those orders at once. Yeah. So I like my level down here now. Actually, I think I need a tad bit more. Let's see. CVD is negative 7,500. Come on, let's get this one pass. We're so close to passing this daggone thing. I just need $600. Come on. Let's pass it so I can take my mental break. Because I'm going to need it after this one. I've done a lot of thinking. I've done a lot of thinking here. I just don't. The only thing that worries me about getting down here, and we're right below that 10. You got orders on Bookmap. These are the orders I'm watching right here. So we want to see these orders come down to these, and you might see that. I'm liking these are below here now. Let's look up to the top. I mean, you've got the only thing really moving up, you got a little cluster here, and you got this cluster here at 20. I just don't. This is kind of what we were talking about earlier. See how these are more separated? I just don't like this to the upside right now.
Dickard had mentioned he's got 59.1475 marked on his chart as a significant level for a while. So,
Or if you want to go to your chart and report, that's
yeah. Yeah. Take a gander.
you got to share your chart if you're going to do that, unless you want to leave it.
Yeah,
here.
no, I'm trying to find.
Okay.
Getting it all. It's an
79, negative 79. Oh, we came. That's how close we came, boys and girls. We came a 1 3/4, not even 2 points away from hitting my target there.
All right, I'm gonna wait for a minute. I'll let see if your trade plays out.
$59.05. They're putting these orders down here. See these orders? They're moving these down. This is the ones that were up here a minute ago. So I do like how they're pulling all these down. We are so close, and there it is, boys and girls. Past the combine, right there in front of your eyes.
Fantastic.
What is it saying? Are you not entertained?
So
while I go through and look at these levels, I'm taking a mental break.
All right. Yep. So Dickard had mentioned this level right here. So we'll draw a line. And looks like it was a rejection spot here yesterday and then kind of recovered, then became support. Came back here. Looks like October 14th, it was a rejection spot as well, kind of lingered around. Came back, rejected it again, and then went for a big move down. So, yeah, definitely a level to keep an eye on. Let's see if it can, if we go back to a shorter time frame now, excuse me, if it comes back, retest, and then now it becomes resistance again. Or does it turn back into support? Find out soon. So, big move down. Nice trade by Monty as he went short. He's captured most of it. And some of the stuff you think, okay, Monty's a little late on his short, or I'm a little late on his short, or a long. And he's just playing the order book as much as he's playing anything else. And he's looking at volume, he's looking at order book. And it's that kind of old thought process that just because we've gone down 15 points doesn't mean we can't keep going down to 30 points. If the volume and the orders and the formation show up and the levels get broken, it can just keep going down, or it can keep trending down. You are getting a little bit of an oversold area on the MACD. You see this kind of dark red gradient. So you would anticipate some sort of reaction, which is what you just had. About a 3 to 4 point move up here. So now we're gonna keep an eye on that level that Dickard pointed out, 59.1475, and see which kind of coincides right near the orb low, which is we're approaching the orb low now. So let's see if that can hold up as support. But pretty good move here now. You're looking, well, there's your 1475. We're now battling it, so we'll keep an eye on that. Looking over at Mag 7, you're seeing red all across the board. No surprise given the move. But now you're setting up also to, we got 330 left in this candle, so it's a little ways to go, but you're setting up a candle by candle if this green candle can hold up. However, it is going up against a pretty big volume candle here, so you're going to want to see a lot more volume come into this candle, but it's still early, 320 left in the candle. Let's take a look around Mag 7. So Apple popped up, faded down, Now, has it found a bottom? We'll be keeping an eye on that. NVIDIA just went straight down. Kind of a nasty wick here on this particular candle that we're in. We'll keep an eye on that, but it's now down 1.6%. Microsoft selling off right at the open. It's down 1%. Google, same story, down 1.5%. Amazon, down 1.75%. Meta, down 0.68%. And Tesla, down 1.4%. Wow, look at that candle on Tesla. That is a nasty candle. And then it looks like you did get a rejection here at that level at 59.1475. So far, this candle still hasn't closed yet, so got to keep an eye on that. But so far, it does look like that was a resistance point. Switching over to coin. Coin was up. Wow, 341 and came all the way back down. Now it's only up 1%. That's interesting. Fade there. AMD down 0.83%, but it looks like it wants to keep moving up. So it looks like it could have a recovery, but you're getting kind of mixed signals across the board. Well, not really mixed signals. It's telling you we are in a downtrend. You've got Dixie continuing to rise. 106 hit 106.82 has kind of come off that high, but right there near it. Let's go back up here and take a look. And yeah, this is a nasty candle. Minute 30. So this candle could actually turn red on that increased volume, as you saw the volume kind of come in and push it down. Not a good looking candle there. You're in a short.
Yeah. How y'all doing?
So you've got about a minute left on this candle. But that level Dickard pointed out was a good level, 1475, and you can see it kind of got to it and rejected. So kudos. As we kind of pop up a little bit, the orb low again was about 59.13.75. Excuse me. Or 50. One of those. 50. Oh, nasty candle.
This is an ugly candle. Now, it can pop back up after this candle closes, but we still got 5 seconds, but it is not pretty at all. VIX is popping back up. It's at 1759 right now. CVD is negative 7,200. Looks like 5,900 is kind of where they want to take it to. So we're going to leave this here on this 59.0175 level. Let's take profit. And okay, we just took profit over here.
Okay.
Other boys, look, there's 2,000 again. So that 30% rule is gone. We make sure of that. How's everybody doing today? We got over 2,000 2 days in a row.
Yeah, I don't remember a stream where we made too much money.
If everybody would look, that is hey, there's
all right. That was an ugly candle. I actually entered cleaned up.
Look for this short to be posted on YouTube here in a day or two.
That was fantastic. You have broken now 5,900.
We're back up. Where did we go to? We went to 5,900. What did I call 5,900? We're going to break 5,900 though, unless something drastic changes here. It has got momentum to the downside. CBD is negative 9,600.
Here's your tide. You got general market tide. You got calls dropping down. You got
really rising. General market tide is looking like what we're trading now. Huh? Oh, really? The one that actually matters.
Holdings moving up and doing all that. You You got put volume rising. You've got, yeah, you're going to get a cross here on the general market. Sectors wise, good golly.
Oh,
Um,
oh,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
ugly. Energy and healthcare finally wants to play. Healthcare shows up when the market's dying. Imagine that.
Net premiums on the negative side, Tesla is your number one. Coin is your number two. Interesting.
Wow.
On the positive side, micro tragedy still there, 41,000.
Oh, look at these. Y'all
Nvidia,
guys are
15,000.
you guys buying the video calls. Explain to me why. If anybody here is buying the video calls, tell me why you're buying the video calls.
They are all about some NVIDIA. It's interesting. You're positive net puts, so they are bullish on the puts as well.
Hey, if you want to see something, swap to my chart real quick.
Yep.
It shows you how your levels work.
Wow.
Levels are working on the video, and you guys sit there and saw me draw these levels in 20 seconds. I'm telling you, we overcomplicate things. It is this simple. It is this simple. Ooh, CBD has gone negative 10,000. Wow.
Yeah, I mean it's not good.
Ooh, look at NQ. My gosh.
Yeah, it is. It's not good out there. It's Nvidia's down 2%.
Ooh. Whoa.
Yeah, VIX is going for it. 18, 20, 11%.
My goodness.
Yeah, so if
Dickard. I miss these kind of trades versus the chop. Oh, these are the fun trades, buddy. These are the fun trades here. Nah, I just don't know what to do now. I mean, it's we're not doing anything here. We're going to go on like this. We're 2,600 away from passing it. We're in no hurry to pass it. So we lock that one. There's 2 accounts locked. Now let's go see if we can get these 500 back. I can't just take a short though. I want to go short here. I want 58.90 is in play. I want to see some kind of retest of something and I don't know what retest I'm looking for, but I want to see some kind of retest of something before I hop back in. Wow.
yeah, I mean you're kind of in no man's land, so I think it's just gonna free fall. To be honest, you're gonna get little
got these
pops
orders
up and then
58.90.
Yeah.
What I'm watching is they're moving. You see these orders below 58.90 now. That's what to watch. This is negative 10,500. So the perfect case here would be to come back up and test 59. That would be the ideal location to get another short. You almost could just, I hate to say it, it's almost you could just throw a dart and take a short. I know one thing, I'm not touching these accounts over here because we've made too much money. Don't you love saying that?
I don't think I've ever said that. I hope to one day do that.
I've actually said it 2 days in a row. 2 days in a row I said it.
So. There's your break of 59 or 58.90.
Yeah. We could go to 85. That's where you got order sitting at now is 85.
You're now back in yesterday's orb, believe it or not. Is that a previous orb I have? No, it's yesterday's orb. Yep. Yeah.
We're getting a little move back up here. So
back up 58.90. So you can resistance. The orb high yesterday was 94.75. So maybe. Mag 7 is a bloodbath.
Yes. Every one of them is down. Apple holding it 0.5% and Meta just short of 1%. So
Yeah, the
everything
rest
else
are.
is 1.5% to 2% down.
There's safety in crypto memes.
I'm just wondering if this 90 level is a good level to short at. I don't like this wick though.
I don't like the wick. Yeah, I'm waiting on. I need to see this candle close. Buyer's definitely showing up here.
Yeah, CBD.
Well, your holdings. Good God. Yeah, and there's your 94. So your orb high, 94.50. Could it be? Could it be resistance? That's a good wick, though, so be careful.
Yeah. Bookmap's kind of cleared out a little bit from where it was. Oh man, it is a good wick, but I just 77, 78 negative. I did get over -10. It has worked its way back. So VIX was at a spot. Here's what you could get here. Oh, you had some orders pop in at 90 and 85 just then, which is going to pull it back to 90. Does it pull it to 85? It's not a ton of orders at 90, but it's enough to pull it back. And then you got 300 sitting at 85, and you got 266 sitting at 80, 58.80, which would take us to the bottom of this channel.
It's a nasty finish to the scandal.
Yep. We got in the short here. It might stop us out. If it does, we'll regroup. But CBD's climbing back to -85, 86. Looks like it's fixing to go to break 9,000 again.
Here's your tide, general tide, dropped, crossed. You got puts continuing to rise, calls continuing to drop. That it just does feel like another drop is coming. If 90 can't hold here, so
Yeah,
not a good looking day.
It just depends on which side you're on, really.
True.
That's not the funny thing. So when you talk to people, and I talk to random people, and they don't know anything about trading, it's like, oh, I bet you're loving the market going up. I said, I love the market going in just to give me a direction. I don't care which direction. That's my direction. And they're like, well, you don't want the market to go down. Like, I make money going down or going up. It doesn't probably make more money going down, to be honest with you.
Yeah, to be honest, when those moves down come and you hit, they are good. I just passed the combine. We're all good.
Hey, 2 combines passed today on the live stream.
I've not touched my XFAs, but that's okay. I touched the other guys, got hit to start, and then recovered all of that and then some. So I'm happy over there. Just kind of waiting now.
Well, you see, I'm looking for 80. I'm sitting at 82. They got orders sitting right below me. Or they did. See these orders right here?
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking at. And this is what you got at 80. So we could come down to this level. CBD is back to -9,000 and still climbing to the downside. So there's that.
Came back, took a break, and you went straight short. It was awesome.
You can't make it up, can you? It's negative 9,500.
Keep
Here's a
pushing down.
spot, though. This is a spot. This is a zone. There's a reason we have this zone here. Come in and go to the bottom of this zone. That's what we want. Go to the bottom of this zone. Or just get me a little over halfway into this zone. One of the two.
Now, at some point today, I mean, maybe, but I gotta believe.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, make it 3,000 over there. I wasn't done. That's got 1,000 more on it.
That's incredible. Damn.
So technically, I'm actually into the payout status on those where I don't think the 30% counts anymore. So.
Oh wow, really? So you could.
Yeah, I've taken.
Okay.
I've taken 8 or 10. I can't remember on this group how many payouts I've taken on these. So we're good. We're in the good side. CBD is trying to break negative 10,000 again. You had orders at 85. They just moved them down to 82.50 and then 80 again. I don't think we're done with this. I think we get this moved down, but we shall see. It might pop back up. CBD is still holding negative 94, 95. I don't like this candle, though. I don't like it came in that zone and worked its way back up.
Yeah, I think it's all about does it reclaim 90?
Howie said that he's got one runner left. So good job. Good job. That's the way you trade it. You leave runners. I've been in combine, so I've been just taking profit where it hits. But if you can leave runners, that's definitely the way to play it. Sometimes those runners pay off. Sometimes they don't. But when they do, by gosh, it's worth every time. Ugly candle, but CBD still holding. You had some orders pop in at 92.50 up to 95. So you got to watch that. We now have over 300 orders at 82.50 and at 858.80. So your majority of your orders are from 85 all the way down to 80. So that's kind of the area you're looking for here. VIX is taking a break. It got to, did it get to? It got to 88.80 to the penny and came back down. So we're at 1880. Now we're at 1857 on the VIX. Man, they are just, they want to push this thing down. Like, even though it's making these wicks, these lower wicks it's making, you can see kind of, here's a little tip on wick.
Lord.
Here's a little tip on wick. So when you see they're pushing it up and then they're immediately pushing it back down, well, they'll just hit that take profit. So they're when these wick up and they immediately come back down, wick up, immediately come back down, that tells you the market is soft. So it's going to keep going in that direction until you see it work up and then work up from there. So you need to see a wick and then a green candle work up. But until you get that, short every damn wick you see.
That's 300 on the other guys. So plus
238. It's not a lot, but I'm going to lock this bad boy up too. Now we are to the point where we have two. We need to make this up. So it is doing what I said that it shouldn't do. It's giving us the wick down here again. So this next candle, we probably will look to go short again. Depends on what this next candle does off this wick. We're going to watch this wick. If it starts to work back up off this wick, we will look to take a long quick. We will have a quick take profit because I don't know if they can sustain it, but
at some point you will get some short covering, right?
You got to get something at some point, you would think.
At some point, yeah. Too big of an event after hours to not have some sort of covering.
They could cover shorts at 250 this afternoon.
True.
It just depends on how far they want to push this thing down before they do that. I still think we see 80 at some point today, just by looking at book map. It's just strictly a guess off book map that has no other thing behind it. We've got 368 orders still sitting there. I don't know if we can get down here. We're going to see. Actually, we did get to 80, didn't we? Well, I will be danged. Those orders are still sitting at 80. You got orders 9250 you got to watch for, which is right above this stop. So we're going to move the stop above. I'm going to put it there. It's going to risk a little more than I like to risk on them. And we might still, even if it pops up here, we might just go on and get out of it. Because I don't like, we're talking about these wicks. I probably should have waited for this next candle to form. But this could be your move. You got volume coming in on this one too. But just still, look at the volume. I mean, this last push down here was the most volume of the day. It beat opening volume. It beat opening volume. Just let that sink in for a second. You had, and opening volume was lower, but it still doesn't beat opening volume. So let's see what this next candle does. We've got minute 30 on this one to close. They're searching for something to push it up. Now, whether they find it or not, that's what you got to look for. If they don't, they're going to push it right back down, and it should break that candle if they do. So we'll put it right. Let's do 725. Alex said it hadn't hit yesterday's low on NQ, so let's see where the lows are. This is going to mess my stuff up, but there's your low. Hold on. There's your low. Which one is it?
It's a bullish candle, man. 45 seconds left, but it's definitely a bullish candle.
Yeah, so here's your low yesterday, 55. This thing's going to take me out. You dirty dog, you. Let's hide these. I brought these levels up and jinxed myself. That is the bullish candle. It is very bullish. So now if they turn this next candle green, we'll go long.
Yeah, you have plenty of upside.
Candle too.
So there's your orb high retest from yesterday. Let's see if it can hold 90.
Kind of where I'm looking at to take it long, to be honest with you, but we're going to go on and see if we can get in here. I think we at least get 98. Let's level up here out of it. We're going to trail this, so we're going to move this up, and then we'll keep that, move that stop up already. CVD has gone to negative 6,500, so we've gained a lot of momentum on CVD. How says I'm out? Take your monies. Give me my, what's that? Give me my money. CVD is kind of, it's not running away though. They got to negative 65, then went back to negative 67. Now it's back to negative 66. I want to see it start to come down hard, negative 63. We're keeping it tight. We're going to put it at the stop. It's going to take us out, but that's fine. We'll re-enter if we have to give us a better entry spot if we do need to get into it.
Yeah, it touched the 8 ribbon. As you can imagine, with the move down, that 8 ribbon has gotten huge. So it tapped it, and then, but I mean, the ribbon is 12 points. No. Well, looking at Mag 7, let's see if anything's curling at all. Apple is not. NVDA, slight curl. Could have a tweezer bottom here. Little curl on Microsoft. Google has a green candle for the first time in a while. Amazon, again at that 200 level, that's been support. So will it continue to hold up? Meta, and a couple candles green. Tesla, not a very good looking candle there. VIX, popped, kind of peaked out here, dropped down, kind of a support spot. Let's say, then of course Bitcoin just chugging along. Did not have the drop today, and just kind of chopped up 94,000 while all that market action was happening. That is pretty impressive by Bitcoin.
Yeah, I don't care about Bitcoin.
You can trade Bitcoin on the futures if you'd like, Monty.
You can. I'm not. Yeah, we
So you
went
took
back
a
short.
short. Okay, you took a
Yeah.
short.
I'm gonna tell
I
you
don't
why I
hate
took a
that, to
short.
be honest. I don't hate
I
that.
took a short because look at the VIX.
Yeah.
Everybody want to see. Let's swap over here. Go to the VIX. Oh, I don't know what just happened. We're not doing all that yet. I'll deal with that later. I don't know what the heck that was.
I
VIX
got
is
you. I'll
popping.
VIX. So your VIX, yeah. Your VIX has a bullish candle here.
Yeah, if you look, so it came down where that candle came down to the 8, the actual 8 EMA itself.
Yeah. Right
Where I
here.
put my short at.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Now, if we can get the break to lower day, then that gets us back even on the day on these. And I'm gonna be honest with you, the way we've struggled with these, we might call it there. If we can get it back. Howie, this is trading, isn't it? I said everyone has one of these sad stories, but I sold my MSTX 2X long MSTR 1129 calls at 52 for $2 profit. Now at 176.
Wow.
Yeah. We all have that story. That's one you remember for the rest of your life. I hate to say it, but it is true. CBD's climbing, but you had these orders pop in at 58.90 down here again. It seems to be holding the market up. So can they take those out? So that was 69,000 profit ago. Right. That's
I'd pay
definitely
for
the
a new
ones you
mountain
look back
bike.
and remember forever. Not in a fine way. The good thing is you can actually you can drink you some tequila or some mezcal here soon and laugh about it one day. That's cheers to me selling early. Been there, done that. It's a funny story a year or two down the road. Not right now, it hurts, I know, but one of these days. CBD's gone back to negative 7,000. Can't break that. And like I said, they got these orders sitting here. They've actually dropped them down now, so that's a good thing. I said, green is green. No way it'll held that long. I get that too, but you know what? It's better to tell the story what you could have had, not what you would have had.
Exactly.
CBD struggling to break that negative 7,000 and hit 69 right at 7 and pop back up to 68, 67.
Your call volume's rising on holdings. Put's kind of dragging a little bit. Your put volume's starting to come down. You've got calls rising, puts dropping
We're going to
on general market time. And we
we
got
don't
a
have
huge
much
pop
stuff
here.
on these.
Whoa.
We got to be smart on these going forward. Oh man, I like that 8. Tested the 8, coming back. This VIX came down and tested this 8 again. Could pop the 8 here. 6,000. Yep. All right, we're done for the day, boys and girls. We don't have anything left in that one. That's fine. We got our money. This is our money, boy. We got that one passed. We got that one close to pass. We're locked out. So it is 9:30, and I'm officially done for the day.
What a day.
What a day.
What a day.
Yeah, it was actually a really good day. We got those 2 accounts. For some reason, sometimes I don't know what it is with Top Step. Like I cannot get Top Step to grow like I grow the other ones over here. The other ones seem to be so easy, and I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is either. My thought, because I have the same problem. I'm wondering if it's. I cannot believe I'm saying this, but I wonder if it's a chart thing. Like, are we like, for me personally? I don't use the other guy's charts at all. I just go straight Dom.
I don't either. I trade it off. I trade it
Yeah.
off this.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know what that is.
Only thing I can figure is typically I take 500. I've been moving my take profits over here though, a little further out, but they've been hitting but my stops are always $400 to $500 every time, no matter what. I never move my stops. Maybe that's the difference.
Yeah.
Or maybe just when I take a trade here, I see to automatically take a trade here.
That's tough though, because
it is.
That's tough. Because as much as you love a play, you don't want it that. Because one, yeah, well, there's a lot of factors in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's go through. Let's do a rundown of the market. We'll maybe call it an early day. Won't do anything stupid. Yeah. So you're getting the 8 here, kind of holding up as a little bit of support. So we'll keep an eye on this as we come up. I mean, there's going to be some sort of turn. How strong that turn is, we have no idea. When that turn will actually show its face. I mean, obviously you've gotten a little bit here. Doesn't mean it's that could have been it. So just be careful out there. Don't assume anything. Read the charts. We're going through NVDA. You can see a little uptick there. See if there's any continuation as we move forward. Microsoft, slight uptick there. I mean, that's a $1 move on Microsoft, about to be a $2 move on Microsoft. Google kind of hanging out in its basement for the day, as much like all. Amazon, again, finding that support, right, that 200 level. So let's see if it can hold up. Meta, again, curling up. Tesla, big bullish candle there. We'll see if it can get its continuation, maybe get popped back above 340 here shortly. Coin's been on a ride. It popped up 341, dropped all the way down to 313, is now back up to 320. So we'll see it. If the market can show any sort of strength and Bitcoin continues to hold, I would expect coin to get back to its high a day pretty quickly. AMD just can't get going. Looked like it had some momentum and then it just came whoosh right back down. So continue to watch that as NVDA reports tomorrow. Story of the day, though, is Bitcoin. It's unbelievable strength given what the market has done today. So I'm continuing to keep an eye on that. Solana had to move up. It's now moved down. It's kind of showing a little head and shoulder pattern, to be honest. Keep an eye on the Dixie, got all the way up to 106.82 and is back up to 106.74. So Dixie continues to show. Yeah, Dixie's been very strong. As we look at TNX gapped up, kind of fading down. Let's see if it can hold this 440. Has been kind of its happy zone area. Let's see any other interest. Gold continues its uptrend as we continue to monitor it and mention it. If you're trading gold, got to go with the hourly chart, and you can see even though it dips, it kind of broke the trend, dips, and it's now reclaimed that trend as it comes right back up. So let's see. DJT back.
Hey,
those are just fun ones.
Watch the ES to break. If it breaks 5,900 here, we actually have a chance to do something to run back up pretty decent. So at 5,900 levels one to watch. They got orders at 59.07 and 59.10. So we could definitely get a nice move up on it right now.
Yeah, it's definitely got that curl up, and the orb low is a ways away. It's 10 points away, 11 points away. So
yeah,
definitely could see a nice move for sure. And here's some bonus coverage. I've been waiting all day to show Monty this. Chill Guy, 418 million market cap, 2 days. Look at this guy. So this is a TikTok trend. People have been doing it. They found the trend, bought the Solana coin. They moved it from 2 million market cap a couple days ago to now 413 million market cap. Crypto is a wild place, but when you catch one, it sure is fun. And yeah, Amazon. Look at Amazon 201. I think that's one to watch here. They can show some push. That'll give market some confidence that some bottoms are putting in.
CBD's come back to negative 3,600. The VIX has dropped all the way back below 18 down to 1771. So we've got that 90 break, and we're going for the 95 break. They moved orders up to 59.10 and above now. So we could definitely see 59.10 if it breaks that. And then we could go all the way back up to here. I mean, I hate to say it, but it's definitely possible. You could start to see, Roy called it, you could start to see shorts cover here with this move back up. We just have to wait and see what happens here.
Yeah, you just got to be careful. Be cautious.
Do what?
Be careful. Be cautious.
Yeah.
The obvious moves were earlier today. Doesn't mean more obvious moves can't show up. You are getting this pop. You're getting a curl here on MACD as well. It's a lagging indicator. But as you can see, it is a lagging indicator, so it can turn on you on a dime. But we'll see if this holds the 8 and then can push back up. I mean, holding 5,900 would be a pretty big deal for the rest of the day. So that would be my spot to look at for any continued move up.
Yep. They put a ton of orders up here, so like he said, be cautious. I'm leaning. It's going to pop back up some more here. Test the 8 and pop back up. We'll see. You got the 8 above 5,900. That's the key. If it breaks that, you might as well just sit out and not do anything, in my opinion. But we shall see. So That's it for me, Roy. Great job
Yeah, no.
today. Congratulations passing the combine. We both passed this
Thanks,
one,
bro.
so we'll
Yeah,
be back.
good day all
Tomorrow's
around.
Thursday, so tomorrow's our Friday. We have hopefully the market is interesting as it is tomorrow as it was today. And we will see what NVDA does overnight. If you trade overnight and you're trading NVDA, you got balls.
Yeah,
no sense. One of the two.
be cautious, be safe, give yourself enough time, all that fun stuff. But anyway,
Yep.
that's all I've got.
Peace out, guys. Appreciate it. Join
All right.
tomorrow to see if Roy can continue his pick streak. See if we can get that college pick to 3 in a row.
Yeah. All
See
right,
you
guys.
guys.
We'll see you tomorrow.